Hi everyone, welcome back to Lulumath. This video is on polynomial expressions and perimeter. If you need a refresher on this, you can find this video at lulumath.com or on the Lulumath YouTube channel. You can also find these notes at lulumath.com if you want to fill something out as you're following along. So now before we do anything else, we need to identify what perimeter is. So just a reminder that perimeter is simply the distance around a figure. So in this example, we're asked to determine the perimeter of the figure below. And our figure has 5 different sides. We've got x squared plus 3, 3x minus 2x squared, 4x plus 9, 5x squared minus 2x minus 1, and 2x. So here our perimeter will be equal to all of our distances added together, or the sum of all the sides. Now, because it's addition, I don't need these sets of brackets here anymore, so I can just write this all out in one line without the brackets. And now all I have to do is collect or combine my like terms. And I can see here I have 1x squared, and 1x squared is like negative 2x squared and 5x squared. So 1 minus 2 is negative 1, plus 5 is positive 4. So here I have positive 4x squared. Then I'll do this directly in descending order, so I will go to my x's next. So I've got 3x is like 4x is like negative 2x is like positive 2x. So 3 plus 4 is 7, minus 2 is 5, plus 2 is 7. So I've got positive 7x. Lastly, I have my constants. So I have 3, 9, and negative 1. Well, 3 plus 9 is 12, and 12 minus 1 is 11. So I get plus 11. And this right here is my final answer. Now, another option that I have is to just add them all together in my figure. So here I've got 5x squared minus 2x squared is 3x squared plus 1x squared gives us this 4x squared that we got here. Then I have 2x plus 3x is 5x, plus 4x is 9x, minus 2x is 7x, which is the 7x we got here. Then I've got 3 plus 9 is 12, and then minus 1 is 11, which is what we got here. Either way is totally fine, as long as you are very careful about how you are adding them together and you don't miss any terms. Okay, in our next example, we're told that if the perimeter of the entire figure below is 10x squared minus 7x plus 9, I want to find the missing side. And the missing side is this side right here. How big is this length right here? Now let's say I have the perimeter of a triangle, for example, is 12, and I tell you that this side is 3 and this side is 5, and I want to figure out the missing side here. I would add the 3 and the 5 together, and I would subtract that from my perimeter. So I'd take my perimeter and I'd subtract the known sides. So I would do 12 minus 8, so my missing side here would be 4, which would make sense because 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 5 is 12. Well, similarly, we're going to do the same thing. To find the missing side, we're going to take the perimeter and subtract the known sides. So to do that, we know that our perimeter is this 10x squared minus 7x plus 9. And when we subtract our known sides, it needs to be in brackets because it's minus the entire expression of our known sides put together. And we're actually going to end up having brackets within brackets because we have 1, 2, 3 expressions we need to put together. So now you have 2 options at this point. You can either collect all your like terms inside of this larger set of brackets that we have here and then distribute the negative through, or distribute the negative through and then collect your like terms. It's up to you. I like to simplify as I go along. So I'm going to collect or simplify my like terms here. So this right here, all 3 sets of brackets that we have here, because there's addition separating them, I don't technically need them. So when I collect my like terms, I see I have an x squared and a 5x squared, and together that gives me 6x squared. I also see that I have a positive 2x, a positive 4x, which is 6x, and a negative 9x, which gives me negative 3x. And then lastly, I see I have a negative 11, a negative 8, which is negative 19, plus 12 gives me negative 7. And then I will copy down the perimeter. Now at this point in time, I have to distribute the negative. So here, I will keep this 10x squared minus 7x plus 9 as is. But when I distribute the negative, or I multiply a negative 1 through, negative 1 times positive 6x squared is negative 6x squared. Negative 1 times negative 3x is positive 3x. And then negative 1 times negative 7 is positive 7. Or just change the signs. A positive becomes a negative becomes a positive, and a negative becomes a positive. Now all I have to do is just combine or collect my like terms, and then I'll be done. So here I see I have a 10x squared and a negative 6x squared, and when I put those together, I get positive 4x squared. Then I have a negative 7x and a positive 3x, and when I put those together, I get a negative 4x. And then lastly, I have a 9 and a positive 7, and this is a positive 9. So 9 plus 7 is 16. And this is my missing side. Let's double check to make sure that this is correct. So here I have 4x squared plus 5x squared plus 1x squared, and 4 plus 5 plus 1 is 10, so I get the 10x squared that I want in my perimeter. Excellent so far. Then I have negative 4x and negative 9x, 4x, and positive 2x. And when I add those together, 4 minus 9 is negative 13, plus 4 is negative 9 again, plus 2 is negative 7, which is what I want here. Awesome. And then lastly, for my constants, I have 16, 12, negative 8, and negative 11. Well, 16 plus 12 is 28. 28 minus 8 is 20, minus 11 is this 9 that we have here. So we know for a fact that we've done it correctly. And that's it for this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below or at lulumath.com, where you can find blank or completed notes for this video. If you found this video to be useful, please make sure to subscribe and share with others. Thank you, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.